TSA isn't getting paid.
No.
So they're working just
for free.
Okay.
And I saw a thing where they're not even allowed to go on strike, or they have to show up to work. So I guess optimistically they're going to work with, I'm gonna get the back pay.
Right.
But
Right.
how long can you go until you like break somebody's spirit?
You are now listening to the thoughts and sounds of IC the God King. This is the IC Experience.
If you have enough demand, then you get to kind of, call the shots.
He who holds the gold make the rules.
Makes the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But what's up, my boy?
What's going
back
on?
it. You know what I'm saying? Good to have you back.
Once again.
And so I know you had like some topics that you want to talk about this week, so we're gonna dive right on in.
You want to dive right into it?
Yeah, let's see what you get.
Okay. You want to jump right on into it, huh? Okay, so let's start off with the government shutdown, man. What are your thoughts, man? How you feel about that?
It's interesting, since I've been voting democratically, so it's always like the yin to the yang. I know from your standpoint, you've always been like the wings on the same bird,
Right.
So it's like really not gonna go nowhere, or you can't put all your faith into it. But it just seems like it's first of all, I'm gonna say it's very unfortunate what's going on, especially I know a couple of people personally who have been impacted and have not been paid at this point, like over a month at this point. So I want to send my, I don't want to say condolences, but my sympathy.
Rest in peace.
I know it definitely is weird because I don't know if it's like, everybody's optimistic that's going to be today. Well, yesterday was November 1st. So, everybody was like, he got to turn it back on because of the air traffic controller and the TSA at the airport. He can't keep going. But in my mind, I'm like, why do you think that he's going to have a rule, a standard, when everything he's been presenting has been going against the rules?
Right.
So he held the record of the longest government shutdown his last term. So I'm sure he wants to break that. So I don't know. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it got almost to like December to the end of the year.
If it lasts that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think? So you're saying that like that's the biggest impact that it's having on people in general is the people who work for the government who won't
be getting paid.
And is that like any government position is not being paid right now? Is there certain positions?
No, it's certain federal, like some roles, they are still getting like the senators and the Congress, they're still getting paid. So it's like the TSA agents aren't getting paid. Certain sectors in
TSA isn't getting paid.
No.
So they're working just
for free.
Okay.
And I saw a thing where they're not even allowed to go on strike, or they have to show up to work. So I guess optimistically they're going to work with, I'm gonna get the back pay.
Right.
But how long can you go until you like break somebody's spirit? That part I don't. I'm just luckily it's funny because a lot of people who work for the federal government, they often, are happy like, yeah, the federal government is
secure.
Yeah, secure. Yeah. And in these moments, this is when it's like, welcome to the private sector, buddy.
Come on over here with us, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, we're gonna make you a bologna sandwich. Get you a piece of that bologna, some of that cheese.
Yeah, so it's crazy, dog. Like at this point, I expect the unexpected with this administration. What do you think about it?
I thought it was when I first heard about it, it was about the EBT getting cut off.
That's how you heard about it.
Well, I mean, like that was the leading story.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, government shutdown is is affecting that. That's when I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't even really know it was shut down.
Right.
But they said, okay, yeah, they're cutting off the stamps.
Right.
I'm like, that's
And-
crazy.
and
They
that-
run the whole, everything that they have going on, and you cutting off the stamps.
Yeah, and surprisingly, a lot of people don't realize it that
Mhm.
the majority beneficiaries of the food stamps are white Americans,
Mhm.
but it's been often tagged on to African Americans.
Mhm.
Like I even heard like some people saying, "I'm glad I don't have to go into the stores and have to deal with these SNAP people," and
Mhm.
so it's ironic. It's like people voted against their own interests, and a part of me is kind of like, for the people who did do that, I'm sitting back like, that's what you get, kind of
You
energy.
mean people who voted for Trump?
Yes.
Mhm.
People who vote against their own interests. I'm
Mhm.
actually sitting back like, surprise, surprise,
This is what you
surprise,
get.
surprise.
You're glad this is happening to them.
In a sense, yeah, I am. It's kind of like,
Mm.
hey, we all gonna suffer from it, but I do get some pleasure in seeing the people, who like, yeah, this is gonna fix the economy, and this shit is terrible right now, dog.
Mm.
So it's like,
Right.
I'm willing to go to Mad Max mode.
Okay.
Are you?
Okay.
You my post. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. I'm not saying I'm going to be a top, tier survivor, but I'm like the Joker. I'm ready for a little anarchy to be like, oh, okay. I don't live in the city, so I don't really have no imminent threats. You know what I'm saying? So
you'll hold up for a minute.
I'll be out there as long as my neighbors are on the same page. I could survive a good 2 weeks.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
After that,
I'm gonna just come out. I'm gonna be out here.
Come on, I need more
so
men. They're at the front door. They're at the front door. Snipers on the roof.
Yeah, I got a few cute crew members I could bring. You know what I mean? So.
Oh man, can you imagine all the people that wanted to try to come over? I'm just be like, I'm gonna hit them with the color purple.
I'm gonna have to shoot you. Back away.
Right.
We don't have any more room.
For real.
I just need water.
I would be like, I was about to say something bad. Where the hell is that God of yours? You better go over there.
Right.
I tell the people like they used to tell me growing up. I don't know what God you heard, but in my Bible, my God is this, So hopefully it don't come to that. But, I'm looking forward to seeing things be dismantled at this point.
Okay.
I am. I ain't gonna lie.
I think that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I mean? And I wouldn't so much call it as much as like a dismantling, but a rearrangement. So it can feel like a dismantling, because we're the norms that, we've been programmed to and seen for so many years, decades. Things are a certain way for a certain reason.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we're taught. And then you get older and you realize, oh, they're just making it up as they go along.
They're really not that smart. They just be talking all kind of cash shit.
Right. They're just, it's whoever is in charge, like we said, whoever has the goal makes the standard. Whoever is in charge is going to call the shots. It's not about what's right and wrong. It's about who can cause the most violence.
What do you think? Could America face something like what USSR was before it turned to Russia? Remember, they were like I guess they call them first world country. first world countries, and then the collapse of their money. Do you think Americans can survive on that as a whole? Like, I feel like some people under certain classes, they've already been living like that, so they kind of have a slight advantage of being normal. But like, I feel like a lot of people are, what do you call it? Privileged. And I don't know if they'll be able to turn off like not cooking at all to like the only thing you have to cook is food to cook at home. Like, that transition is going to be tough for a lot of Americans. What do you think? Like, hunting for your own food.
I mean, I think people adapt, man. Like, life finds a way. Like, it might be an abrupt change and it might be uncomfortable. But yeah, it might be an abrupt change and it might be uncomfortable, but I think people will adapt. They will. A new system, new traditions, new cultures will be formed. And the trend, what we're going through right now, everything is changing.
Right.
And so, yeah, we can blame Trump, you can blame Obama, you can blame white people, you can blame black people. Hey, things are going to continue to change.
Right. Do you pay attention to the national debt deficit? No.
Why would I do that?
I mean,
I have to manage my deficit. You want me to be worried about the deficit of the United States of America?
I mean,
why would they even talk to me about that? I'm not the guy to talk to about that.
It's included with your deficit, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, inflation is based off of that. So when you go buy gas, when you go buy food, when you buy clothes, everything has been impacted. So it's like forecasting the weather. Like, oh, okay, in a week or two, it's going to be a thunderstorm. Like,
it doesn't matter. You want me to tell you why it doesn't matter to me?
Go ahead.
Because in a week or two, I'm going to have an umbrella, right? I'm always ready for the thunderstorm. Every day is get as much as possible. You know what I mean? So what y'all doing with it? All I ever known is, hey, you tell me how much it costs, and I give you the money for it. It's never been your job to be worried about how and if I can afford it or not. You don't care about that. You want your money for your product. Whether it's your car, the house you want to sell me, the jewelry you want to sell me, the promiscuous women you want to send at me.
So let me ask you this. I know you've seen on the online, right? It's been a lot of chatter that I've seen. It was like, oh, when they turn off the snaps, we all gonna meet up at Walmart or whatever the local store.
And go to jail.
Right.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna meet up at Walmart and go to jail and get your ass straight to jail.
So that's why. Do you think, what's the likelihood of that happening? Do you think people are that organized to be like, yeah, on this date? Because I feel like I saw dates too.
It could be done, but it's just like, wow, why would you do that? Like, I mean, because here's the downside of that, right? It sounds cool. Hey, yeah, let's run in there and take all the stuff out of Walmart, right?
Right.
Now, when y'all need stuff, it's not going to be there. Walmart ain't going to continue to stock the shelves if y'all going in there taking all the food. So they might say, hey, come on, we'll leave the doors open. You want to go get it. We're not bringing no more in here, so cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how these people, they hire those people in there. Where's those people going to go get a job at? It's not easy for those people to go get a job somewhere.
Right.
They're
going to be affecting their own people that's working there.
Exactly. You ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, $300 worth of groceries you didn't have to pay for. You know what I mean? And now don't nobody have a Walmart to go to no more. Come on, man. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
And unless it's like, oh yeah, we growing out now a real initiative, and this is something that I was thinking about yesterday, right? A good initiative would be planting gardens, starting to grow our own food.
Right.
You know what I mean? We was talking about the orange trees in my home, but John house down there where we used to play basketball at down there in the circle in the dead end. You know what I mean? No, that wasn't a dead end, but in the circle right there.
Well, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But he had this orange tree back there, and that orange is this big, plump, juicy oranges, bro. And we'd be out there it'd be 150 degrees, man, and we back there playing like it's the playoffs, man. You know what I mean? And so, you know, we drink water out the hose, but the water out the hose would be warm,
right?
Because it's so hot,
right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then you go, and then you crack you open the orange and all that good juice, man, and we just eat the oranges till your face itching, lips breaking out, itching, you know. But the oranges was so good, you know. But you know, I'm just saying that to say is like I was able to see, you know, anybody who's seen that kind of stuff. Kids probably see it less and less, right? Like we can't assume every kid has experienced something like that, right? But just being able to like that bush and everybody, like my other homeboy, young slime D-Shay, his Miss Mary had an aloe plant.
Yeah, we had one at our house growing up too.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody get burnt or get cut, go out there.
Go get that aloe, man. You don't need that and so now the kids think Neosporin.
Right. But really that's aloe. Yeah, you're right. I think I do have a little bit of a green thumb, so I think I should go get me an aloe plant to keep at the house. You're right. And that's a good point, because like now that's like, what can we do in the meantime just in case?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Get you some aloe, get you some rosemary. I know that in your story, that was more a Florida thing.
The orange tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, we might need to look into getting a greenhouse.
Yeah.
Right.
But you think about it, if everybody got, you know, something that they planted, and you could go over there and, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know, you give them some stuff, y'all. Okay, yeah.
I think one of my neighbors, he got a whole chicken coop.
Come on, man. He the chicken man. Somebody else got, you know, bell peppers. Somebody else got onions. Somebody else got bananas. I don't know if you remember at fam when Sleepy made that watermelon patch.
I remember Sleepy. I don't remember that.
Yeah, Sleepy. It wasn't Patty Foot. They were saying that. What was the one like over there?
Gibbs Hall.
Nah, it was like off to the side. Like it almost was like it wasn't on campus. I want to say close over there by the yeah. So they was over there, and he planted a watermelon patch out there, bro, and was growing watermelons, dog, and eating them, you know. And
he grew it on campus.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. He grew it on, and they made them
take it out.
Yeah, they made them take it out, you know, eventually, but it stayed there long enough to grow watermelons.
Damn. How long do you think it take?
It didn't take long. I say maybe a couple months, bro, something like that.
Okay, it must be in the summertime.
Right.
Damn. Yeah. So like now, basically what you're saying is we got to put knowledge to like agricultural stuff.
Yeah, we got to go back to understanding, bro, that one orange tree, how many homes will have enough oranges for everybody,
right,
with one orange tree.
Right.
You plant one tree one time, and it keeps giving you, making these oranges.
Right.
Making these onions, potatoes.
Right. Yeah. I guess what would be good to do is like each region of where you live at, what top 5 or 10 produce that you could grow at home, you know. Like you could do chickens probably down there anywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever seen chickens like in like Minnesota. But I would assume they should be up there.
Man, I was chickens everywhere.
Right. You know, get some chickens, you know, get you some potatoes maybe, you know, corn, you know, especially if you got a greenhouse, then the sky's the limit. You know, so that's a good point.
Yeah.
So how long back, just to bring it back, how long do you think the government shutdown gonna be, in your opinion? Or you just like you don't care about it?
I think it's gonna. I think it's not gonna go into the new year, and if it does, okay, maybe it'll go into the new year because they like to play them kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it going past like May.
May, that's a long time.
Yeah, I don't see it going past that.
So you don't think it's gonna get rectified before the end of 2025?
I think it's a possibility it could go past 2025.
Right. What do you think? Like 50%?
I think it's a strong chance it's gonna go past 2025 because everything is changing.
Right.
So it's like the more stuff that you expect, like, oh, okay, yeah, based off my past experience, it should go like this. No. Right? Bet on the opposite of that.
Right.
And the opposite of that is King Trump.
Right. Do you think that our community is taking it serious? Like the writing's on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like how you said, why am I looking at the national debt? You know,
right?
Do you think our community is acknowledging, like you said, the SNAP is what got across your desk to, you know, so the SNAP got our community attention. Memo. Yeah, that came across.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they're taking this change or matter?
I did see the TSA stuff, but
you know,
I didn't get solid information on that.
So with that being said, though, do you think that our community is taking it serious? Like, do you think that they're just like business as usual, or do you think that they're literally taking it serious?
It is business as usual.
Why do you think that?
Because it's never been for us, by us. It's unless you buying the shirt, unless we talking about
FUBU.
Right, FUBU.
but in a sense, you just pointed out, like, yeah, we need to start getting our agricultural stuff together. That was, to me, is a way of like, okay, I acknowledge what's happening on. We need to adapt and maneuver. I feel like with the
that need to happen regardless. So, that need to happen. But do you think it's people been saying that for years? Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University. Why do you think that is?
We got to go back to our roots.
That's always been there. You know what I mean? It just makes sense. It doesn't make sense for you to be going and getting your food from somebody else when you can put it in the ground and grow it for free.
Yeah, that is true. So, but do you think they're taking it serious in other regards, like inflation, like there's any way that you could think, like, for example, you and I, we grew up hustling and trying to figure out ways. I haven't really figured out anything that's been lucrative. It felt like in the years previously, it was kind of easier. It was more money circulating, so you could come up with something. I know several colleagues of mine, they had businesses too that they had to shut down, you know, because of the sign of the times. So like now, the only thing that I see that's been somewhat sustainable and decent is the stock market. And I saw a quote, and I don't know how accurate it is. It said, like, our community is 82% of us don't have one single stock. So that's an example. I'm saying, like, do you think that we're adapting to like the environment around us? I feel like it's kind of no.
It's
to me.
It's nothing. You don't adapt to this. There is nothing to adapt to. Like, you don't adapt to, oh yeah, you should be, because okay, we over here chilling.
Okay.
Right? We chilling, we enjoying life. And somebody comes, knocks on the window and say, hey man, you two guys don't own any stock, man. Right? And we know that's not true. I mean, you own stock.
Right.
I don't own stock. You know, we're stock investors. But let's say it wasn't true.
Right.
Right? And it's like, oh, we don't own stock. Okay. So the fuck what?
But, okay, you just said we're in a transition of, like, there's one thing that I read out there where it's like, they're purposely trying to destroy the dollar so that they can come up with their own Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but what a crypto coin, cryptocurrency.
That's what it's all about.
So don't you want to be in a position where you can be ahead, or you just saying like you just want to? It don't matter.
Who? What are you talking about? Me personally?
No, I'm just saying in general. Like in general, you include yourself in this as well. Like do you? That's what I'm saying. Like the preparation. If this is all going to crypto, don't you want to be set up before? And you see what I'm saying? Or you just saying it don't matter. I'm over here chilling anyway.
If it's going, I need more clarity on what you're saying.
So, okay. Bitcoin at one point was under $1.
Okay.
And everybody, I remember that wave when it happened. It was like Bitcoin and the thing, but it was so new, so different. Some people, or a lot of people, didn't jump onto it. Now imagine all the people who did jump onto it in the very beginning.
A lot of them did.
Yeah, and they set up great. They don't
say a lot of them did, but go ahead.
I mean,
a lot of those early billionaire crypto.
I mean, when you cross over the billion,
but
you know, let's keep it like ground level. You know what I'm saying? So
them the only ones I saw in the news. I don't know nobody else who made no money off.
Now,
of crypto
I remember like people coming to me, talking to me about it, telling me
that they made.
Yeah.
So you know some millionaires from crypto.
I don't know what their status was. You see what I'm saying? I know that they were investing, but I never ran across them again after that to see like, hey, what happened? I know that they make some money off it, yes, because they were telling me about it a long time ago.
Okay.
So, and it was like 5 or 6. I remember hearing like 5 or 6 guys tell me about it, and I was kind of skeptical of it. So I was like, nah, I'm good. But boy, oh boy, I would have had like 10 shares in that shit at this point.
You know, you can woulda, coulda, shoulda yourself to death, right? You know, you could have, you know, made millions of dollars, or you could have got scammed because you don't know nothing about crypto. You don't know about a hot wallet, a cold wallet, you know, and all the different ways that you can be taken advantage of because you don't know it. And that's the whole point of the crypto, to replace the dollar, right? So what does America do? Oh, we owe China 150 quadrillion dollars.
Right.